Morning gardeners. Today I thought I'd share a little bit more about the white sapote. It is a subtropical that you can grow in our zone 9B. I did a video a couple months ago talking more about the care of the tree, things like that. Today we're going to actually taste a fruit. So October is usually when these ripen up. Mine has been in the ground for 6+ years, so it's gotten to quite a large size. It is actually behind me here, topping out around 15 feet tall. These can get quite large. They do take some time to grow. But once they're mature like this, they will produce hundreds of pounds of fruit. I highly encourage gardeners that are in our area or even in the Tucson area that's slightly colder to consider the white sapote. You know, you can get fungal issues on mangoes. Have not seen that issue with the white sapote. Certainly frost is a concern with a mango. White sapote, not an issue. They can actually get down to 20 and survive. So provides a little wider range of growing climates, and the fruit is really, really good. You will never find this fruit in the store because it is so soft and it doesn't ship well. You really have to grow this yourself in order to enjoy it. So I see quite a bit of variability on the size of the fruit. Some just form smaller and some are quite large, almost softball sized. This tree was labeled as a Suebelle, so I have to assume that's the variety that I have. So you could just bite into this like a peach. Just wanted to open this up so you can see the inside a little closer. It's not uncommon to see several seeds here. You can see one here. The seeds vary in size. And there's a larger one. Generally you'll see 3 seeds. What does this actually taste like? Well, nothing that you've ever tasted before, unless you're actually growing one of these. It's a mix, so it's very tropical tasting. The strongest flavor note that comes through on the variety I'm growing, at least the tree I have, is banana. Very strong banana flavoring. And on a more subtle level, I do taste some peach, vanilla, and at times caramel. And the texture itself is really amazing. It's creamy. So for whatever reason, I'm reminded of, when I eat this, of flan. You know, there's, it's not the same texture. It's lighter, it's creamier, it's juicier. But it resembles that to me. And that might help you kind of understand it a little bit better. So if taste is something that is important to you, I think this fruit definitely checks that box. There is one challenge with it, and it's, again, the reason why you never find it in stores, and it's because it is so soft. I mean, this thing just, you know, falls apart when you touch it. There's the skin, you can see, so thin. So in a good wind, which we've had quite a bit of that lately, the fruit will drop when it's ripe and it will splat on the ground. It'll just flatten. The flies will go crazy over it. I haven't really found much pest pressure from birds. They will start going at them, but it's not their first choice. And even my chickens, I have 2 hens, they will not touch a white sapote. For whatever reason, they just don't fancy it. So there isn't a whole lot of pest problems with that. I suppose if you have issues with rats in your neighborhood, that could be a problem. In my neighborhood, I really don't have that. I try to keep my yard extremely clean to keep those away. And pretty much all my neighbors just grow rocks in their backyards. so really don't have issues with roof rots and things like that, but I could see that being a problem. So my last parting thought to share with you is just patience. So a lot of people want instant gratification. They want to plant a fruit tree and have fruit that year or the next year. You will not get that with this plant. And if you're interested more in white sapote, you can check out my prior video that I'm going to link here, so you have more background on its growing conditions and what to expect. But really, you won't get your first piece of fruit generally until about 4 years if you plant a 3-gallon. That's what I did. I was able to find this tree at my local Lowe's, so they source from Laverne Nursery. So hopefully this video gave you some sense of the fruit, what it tastes like, and whether it's worthwhile for you to grow. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy gardening.